I think 50's a legend. I don't know if I put him in my top 30 as a, what I'm saying, all-time MC or anything like that,
Can I
but
say?
I think that he is very high in certain individual aspects.
Can I say this? Okay, so like, is he a legend? It's like, yeah, but things like it's the scale about the legend. It's like, well, no, like his legend, like Cypress Hill and Onyx are legends, Mike.
50 did some things that very few people in hip hop have been able to do. And he even went back with that, work that he put in and picked up Mob Deep, picked up MOP.
That's what I love.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
he
love that he
he
took.
made somebody like Young Buck a star out of Nashville when now Young Buck's a leader in the South. Then
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like
that's that J conversation again, where y'all talking about the business and not talking
no, but
about the
I'm
music
saying that
stuff.
his abilities would put him in position to do these things. I mean, he
But that
didn't
don't
just
have
do
nothing
this
to
in
do
a
with
vacuum.
the. No, but see what I'm saying? But you're inflating that opinion based on those other things. It's like, no, 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 that's business. That's not the mic. On the mic, Get Rich or Die Trying, and 50 Cent is the future, is what we have. And that's not enough for the gravitas that y'all just gave this guy. Like, y'all just gave him higher praise than Eminem. He does not deserve higher praise than
He
Eminem. Even
does.
though he's made, no, he does not, because he's made, because here's what
He
you're
makes
saying.
better music than Eminem.
He's made one album better, but what you're saying, what I'm saying is that
See,
you're
this whole
discounting.
narrative that he has one album is not true.
It is, Mike. The Massacre is trash, Mike.
The
Hold on. You
Massacre
want to know
is
what I
not
want to do?
trash.
It is. The
Go
Massacre is
listen to
trash.
the Massacre. The Massacre is not trash.
Gatman and Robin,
Yeah,
Biggie
the
Bang.
song with Eminem on it. Yeah, that shit's trash. Yes, I agree with that. You
What I'm
did
trying to
name the
tell
song
you,
with Eminem on it.
what I'm trying to tell you is that if you go back and listen to his, when I be talking about how Kendrick Lamar and don't nobody be playing his stuff, it's like, man, that's 50 times 10. At least Kendrick stuff, you don't replay it because of the depth of it. Kendrick's 50 stuff, you don't play it because it didn't age well, because it wasn't that great to begin with outside of that one album that Dr. Dre executive produced that had tracks from his mixtape on there that also had Eminem contributing while Eminem was in his prime. He needed a whole bunch to make that work. Bucks
I
on
think he
there,
had,
Eminem on
I
there.
think that's a little overblown too, because he held down a lot of those records, the important ones, by himself.
No, outside of What Up Gangster in the Club and Many Men, no, he didn't. Those were the three records he held by himself that are legendary. The rest of the stuff he had help.
What songs did he have help that are legendary?
Okay, so the songs with Eminem, the songs with Banks, the songs with Yeah, the song with
Banks
Buck.
isn't on there like that. Banks
Huh?
Banks is on "Don't Push Me"
Okay,
with
so
Eminem.
I'll put you Eminem. Right. So
Yeah.
Eminem and Banks are on there. Patiently Waiting with Eminem.
Uh huh.
Uh, the record with Young Buck is on there. Right.
Young
No,
Buck
he
didn't
had
carry that record.
Young Buck's the highlight of that record.
That song is probably the weakest song on the album. That song's more of like one of those coming of age songs.
I love that record. You're bugging.
No, the record to love on there
If I can't do
is
it.
Heat. If I
Yeah.
can't, yeah, Heat's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. No, no, no.
High all the
Don't.
time. He's holding these songs down himself. Ray Realm says, "Imagine 50 and Shay Noir spitting the street story together."
No,
AKs and
don't.
Curtin says, "Is Monday's show a go?" Yes, it is, but not this Monday.
Not this
We're getting
Monday.
it together.
We're gonna let you know. No, I'm not saying that he hasn't done great stuff, Mike. I'm saying almost all the great stuff is on one album, and that's not good enough when we're
But you
talking about
said
the
he had a
great.
lot of help. He really didn't have a lot of
Well, I
like
mean, he had a lot
featured
of help.
help on
Hold on,
there.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Never before in the history of this business has there been an album in hip hop levels controlled by the machine the way Get Rich or Die Trying was. That's the help I'm talking
I
about. You
can
know what
give
I'm
you one. All eyes on me.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
that's not being disrespectful.
And
It's
they
just the
have the
truth.
resources. Hold on. Interscope's resources, when All Eyes on Me is coming out, isn't like Interscope's
Are you
resources.
serious? This is
No, they're
death
not.
row at the height.
No, it's
What
not.
you mean?
Not financially. You're talking about
Come
resources,
on.
Mike. You're talking about
You even
resources.
talking about the last episode where Tupac's talking about they printing money out here at death row.
Yeah, they are, and they were printing more at Interscope. 50 got in on the aftermath. How about this? If you think
Interscope was behind both labels. So we're having,
Hold
are we
on,
having a
Mark.
Death Row
Let's
and
have a money
Shady
conversation.
conversation?
Let's have a money conversation about 50. Was Eminem involved
Yeah,
in 50's conversation?
yeah.
Then he infinitely had more resources than Tupac, and you know that. Am I wrong? Or like, tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I'll
Right.
concede to that.
He had M. Hold on, and this is Dre. Keep in mind, he had Dr. Dre after Dr. Dre has already made The Chronic, Doggy Style, got credit for All Eyes on Me, got credit for Eminem. Don't act like that's the same thing Tupac walked in. Tupac walked into a gangster party fresh out of jail while Death Row was still built up and on its initial
Well, what
run.
I'm saying when it comes to the help,
50 walked into the house of Interscope. The house of Interscope is bigger than the house of Death Row. So he
well,
had more
the
help.
well, listen, Death Row coming off of Doggy Style and the Chronic, and you got
No,
Dog
no,
Pound giving you records.
no,
You
you
got
said,
Dr.
Mike, you
Dre
said it
giving you
yourself that
records. Coop,
they
Coop,
needed
Coop,
all
Coop,
eyes
Coop.
on me,
Let's be
Mike. No, you
real.
said, Mike,
Coop.
you were trying to change your narrative. You
No,
said yourself that they needed all eyes on me because it had been a minute since Doggy Style and the Chronic came out and dog food wasn't hitting like that. Don't change your narrative, Mike. You said that
no.
on
I
this
said no,
show.
no, no. I said they needed it. No, the narrative's the
Yeah.
same. I said Death Row
Dr.
needed
Dre
it.
and Eminem didn't need Get Rich or Die Trying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They
What
did
I'm
not
s-
need that shit at all.
my
They were
com
okay if
my
that never happened.
conversation is about the help, right? And
Oh,
so
about
at the end of the day, California Love was given the pop. That was already
yeah.
Dre's song. America's Most Wanted was given to Pac. That was already Snoop's song.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got My Mind Made Up. It's given to Pac. That was already Dog Pound's song. They had already recorded Method Man and Redman's parts. So we can't talk about help in that aspect because 50 didn't wasn't given songs in that light. 50 worked with some high powered individuals and made these songs. I'm talking about the help side of it.
Okay, so let's hold on. So let's balance it out and let's say that the help is equal. How you like those results? What's better, All Eyes on Me or Get
I
Rich or
don't
Die
think the
Trying?
help is equal. They actually gave Tupac California Love. They actually gave Tupac singles. The help's not equal. I know y'all want to spin it like that because it's Pac, but no, the help's not equal. Pac was given songs.
Let me get this straight. 50 Cent gets $1 million from Interscope. He gets full access to Dr. Dre.
He had to make these songs, Coop. He was given California Love. What are you talking about? That's like if Dre made In the Club and gave it
Can I
to
ask you something?
50.
Hold on.
Come
Let me
on.
ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What do you think California Love sounds like without Tupac's verse?
I've heard it. It doesn't sound the same. But again, he was given California Love. He's still Tupac. He can go on there and do his thing. 50 made these songs from nothing. They didn't have it.
And I'm giving 50 credit for making those songs from nothing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying resourcefully, what he was given was something different. And you can equate it out to the same. But even if you feel like Pac had more help, Mike, I know in clear conscience, you're not about to sit up here and compare 50 songwriting to Pac's. Like, you're not about to.
I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. Again, y'all talk about the help. Somebody made the comment that 50 had more help than anybody on an album, and I'm like, literally, they gave Tupac great records that already were in existence and belonged to other people, and we're gonna ignore that?
Mike, no rapper had ever been given the budget or the rollout or the fanfare and the stuff that 50 got. You can talk about Pac getting that music all you want. I think, hold on, respectfully, I'm going to say this respectfully. I think, and because it's kind of funny that we're having this conversation, you're usually the guy that is focused on the bigger picture and gets me to understand the bigger picture. And so I understand what you're saying about the music. But in the bigger picture of things, Mike, I think 50 did have more help in the big picture of how the music business works. And a lot of that has to do with what Tupac did with All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli and what it did for Interscope in the hip hop sphere.
Oh, no, you're right.
Because here's the thing about it. All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, well, they aren't gangster rap albums the way The Chronic, Doggy Style, and Dog Food are. So what Pac did is actually why 50 has the resources that I'm talking about.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Why I think it's comfortable. So Pac might have got songs, but what I'm saying is he got songs because those were the resources to give. 50 got the same love down the road. It's just more like in money.
And Pac earned that too. by way of, building his legacy up to that point.
Right. And you want to know what? All jokes aside, like I owe you a little bit of apology because it's like you've been dealing with my attitude today about this 50 shit. I'm not the biggest 50 fan.
I
I'm
could
not.
tell.
But this is why. But this is why. It's like, because I be thinking, it's like, man, how we end up? Because every time I swear he gets bought up, it's like this Nas, Jay, Pac, Big, and I'm like, he don't belong there. How we get there? And then we end up there, and it pisses me off even more.
Jay Short with the super chat says, if 50's that dude, where's his music without Interscope? So y'all gonna get us going for another 3 hours, man. I gotta go.
Okay, we do gotta go, but that's my whole point. Did Pac not have Me Against the World and Strictly for My Niggas long before he went to death row?
He did.
What did 50 shit look like before Interscope? It looked like mixtapes and an album that got shelved because he got shot.
The album that got shelved was actually good. But yeah.
No, I all due respect, Mike, if I were to rank Power of the Dollar, I'd probably give it like a 3.5. It's a pretty solid and good project. He can rap on there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that guess what? Tupac got shot right before Me Against the World, and didn't nobody shelf that because you want to know why? Because Dear Mama's on there.
Well, he wasn't coming out the gate either. It's a whole different situation. But I feel you.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying, but you're talking about they shelved his album because he got shot and they didn't want to get attached to it. I'm like, well, it's funny.
Well, we understand he's not on Pac's level. Like, come on.
No, but what I'm saying is the Interscope was fucking with it because the music was there. They would have held Pac shit off. Pac was going to jail and got shot. Pac was going to jail for rape and literally had just got shot. And Interscope was down. You want to know why Interscope was down? Have you heard Temptations? So Many Tears and Dear Mama? You're fucking right. We rolled.
Yeah, 50
didn't have it like that before Interscope popped up. Is all I'm saying. Pac was like that because Pac's a superior writer and MC.
And Pac built Interscope. I think he was the first artist signed to Interscope, first rap artist.
Bob T and the Truest are saying AZ wrote all of It Was Written as well. We have to go.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Have a great weekend. Great show.
You killed us.